Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe J Movie So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm one Gen.
Today we're going to talk about not the boys.
Gen V.
Gen V. A new series streaming in Amazon Plus. It's a spin-off to The Boys. We're going to talk through episode 1 to 5.
Yeah.
There's a total of 8 episodes. So if you have not watched till episode 5, please come back later.
Spoilers alert.
ahead. Here we go. Big shout out to Zach Milne and ZZ again. Hey man, like the problem with spin-offs is they're usually cash grabs for a successful main show, right?
Yeah, they're basically milking the popularity of the previous show, and it's usually it's kind of like Lion King 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of using the same IP to milk the franchise, but at the same time, it's usually preconceived to us as that, like, not as much effort has been put into it.
But here, this is one of those rare occasions where spin-off works.
We've already seen a spin-off being almost as good, if not better, than the original series. For example, Better Call Saul. It's a spin-off that kind of over-delivers.
Spin-off / prequel.
Yeah.
Yes. But here's what I think happened. Like, I felt like the boys' transgression formula, they just moved it to a teenage drama, and it just worked.
Yeah.
You know, because there's this, like, Gen V is such a great balance of crossing the line, but the boys is also very good at that plot twist. You know, because you have to remember, like, most TV dramas that are famous are plot-driven. I know, like, you know, some people are saying, oh, they're not art, they're literature. But, like, plot is a very huge element in television where you have to draw people in to come in the next week, right? But Gen V delivers that and more. What's surprising to me was I knew they were going to do the plot twist thing and they were going to do mystery. But the themes and, like, even the creative use of superhero powers was amazing.
Yeah.
Like the blood power, how, like, since we watched till episode 5, it keeps. When I first watched the first episode, I was like, "That's a disgusting power. That's useless."
It managed to make me feel disturbed in the first 5 minutes. And by the way, when I was watching the first episode, I was eating dinner at the same time. So,
were you eating steak?
No, not a steak, but still. It was kind of disgusting.
No, but does it make it a psycho? If I was eating steak, I would have loved it. Like,
yeah.
Bloody
that would concern me.
No, because it did make me think about what the blood power will do, and the show keeps bringing us new ways on showing that it's actually incredibly powerful. You can almost like Magneto people, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of Magneto
moments in
moment.
the air if you think about it. But there is a literal Magneto here, the Andre character.
Yeah,
and there's also the mind control, and I love how it's like it's like there are like basically 6 Starlights, and they're all teenagers, and it makes it more interesting because they're naive but smart at the same time. They're college kids that don't understand the world fully, but yet have enough like cognitive facility to find that out on themselves.
Yeah,
and that was really good.
Yeah, I agree, and it's very refreshing to see all these superheroes that kind of like makes us picture the superheroes we saw in The Boys, but like you said, they're still kids. They're in college. And they still have that naivete of Starlight, all of them. So it kind of gives us a glimpse of these superheroes we saw in The Boys, of like what they would have been like when they weren't so basically plastered with commercialism and all their like own agendas.
You mean becoming adults?
Yeah. Becoming
like
it's kind of sad though. Yeah.
Like the symbolism on the nose is so funny to me. Like I like how a roofie motherfucker is literally called Rufus.
Yeah, that made me laugh. The guy's called Rufus.
And I love how Marie just blew his dick off with her blood power, and the blood just splatters all over her face. And yo, my favorite character is Justin Lee. Like, this show is...
Hold on, who's Justin Lee?
Them.
Oh, you mean the character... Jordan.
Jordan Lee.
Jordan, yeah, Jordan.
Let me tell you something. This is the most creative way to open a dialogue about, like, political issues ever.
Yeah. And I was thinking that that's like the perfect way of dealing with non-binary characters. Like, literally, they are both men and women. And you know what? It also reminded me of this, like, old Japanese animation called Ranma. Have you seen it, Ranma?
Of course I have.
Yeah, it's a character where, like, if he dives into cold water, he becomes women.
Yeah.
Becomes female. And when he gets splashed with hot water, he becomes a she.
Yeah.
So, basically, it's from the 80s and it was already non-binary.
Man, fuck Wenjin for being a know-it-all, right? Fuck you. Double fuck you, motherfucker. Yeah. No, but hey, that's a good comparison. I didn't think about it because we love Ranma, right? But that was a great one. But I felt like the seamless way they could allow that to be discussed was really good. Like, cause Justin is like a very sympathetic character.
No, is it Jordan? Is it Justin or Jordan?
I think it's Jordan.
Yeah, it's Jordan.
You're right. I just keep saying Justin because that's a very common name, like Asian parents give Asians in like America or something. But anyway, yeah, Jordan, you're right. What I like about them is that they are a very sympathetic character. You know, because I think the show intentionally gives them a very heroic attribute. Because if you think about it, like, they are the only one that acts like a real hero. You know, among the friends, they try, but he actually saved Marie's life.
Yeah,
I mean, she, he, they, whatever, and then even the Asian thing is like handled really well, I think.
Yeah, I loved when the parents showed up.
Yeah,
and I also love that subtle nuance of, like, the parents always wanted Jordan to be like a son, like a male figure instead of the female one. And when Jordan kind of felt sick and tired of their blah blah blah, he instantly switches to the male version.
Yeah,
that was a good touch.
I mean, the humor in this show is amazing. It's the same quality as we've seen in The Boys, the black comedy at its finest. Like, there are so many moments in this, like, series that I laughed out loud because I did not see it coming. Like, literally, when the dick blew off, when Sam just goes apeshit. And when Emma goes into the security guard's ear and do a rated R version of Ant-Man.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so, like, that's what Ant-Man can actually do, ladies and gentlemen. And the actors were great too.
Yeah, I've never seen any of them in any other previous show, or maybe I just don't remember. But all of them have done a brilliant job. I mean, the only guy I recognized in the entire show, I think, was the
Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
There's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
Yeah, that Golden Boy. He's Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay. Now I see the resemblance, but I had no idea.
Yeah, he's Golden Boy.
But the only one I remembered, the only one I recognized was the Dean. Okay. What's his name? The guy who got killed. The Shawshank Redemption guy. The prison guard.
He's so famous. We already know him. Yeah.
He was Brink. That's right, Brink. Brink is the only one I recognize. The others, I have no idea who they are, but they've all done a brilliant job.
Yeah.
Oh, and ZZ. Yeah. Oh my God, really?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. The Golden Boy is Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. From the Kennedy wife.
So he does have.
Now that I say it, you can see the resemblance.
Right? Now I see the facial features of Arnold.
Yeah. I like the flashback scene too. Like I also really like the pacing, the theme. I also like how dirty the show is. You know, I think Amazon thinks in this way. Like, the Boys franchise, it is their flagship. It's so anti-Disney that you cannot hide it. It's so anti-Disney. Because if you think about it, this show is a whole fuck you to Marvel. And they relish it. Even that Tech Knight dude. Listen to me. His name is Tech Knight. But his power, I don't see anything tech or knightly about it.
Yeah.
He's like a fucking sniffer from moving.
It's just like super
Creepy
observing,
and
yeah,
disgusting.
super observant power. That's his power.
No, he's like that like sniffer guy from Moving, the series. And his weakness, he fucks anything in a hole. He skull fucks, and I love the Indian American like Dean. You literally skull fuck, like, and I love this, like, even the small dialogue is so good. Hey Greg, like, hey Sam, I'm Greg.
I'm Brad.
I'm Brad. I whatever. And then I like. It's like banality of evil that is so disgusting that makes the show. Because I bet my bottom dollar that gay doctor who's heading the program in the woods, he's gonna get fucking ripped apart. That motherfucker. He protects his family like that. And like the latest episode, he said he wants Marie. I was like, motherfucker, you're dead. And I love the fourth dimension meta jokes. She's like, "You're not the first Dr. Moreau." like it's literally making fun of themselves about the tropes.
Yeah.
And
I also like the teenage element of this show. You know, as I was watching this, just like we mentioned in the creator thing, you know, we before this session we talked about this movie called The Creator, and I got a lot of the 80s animation vibe, Japanese animation vibe from it. With this show, I'm getting a lot of like the 90s like teenage high school vibe.
Definitely.
You know,
I
remember
agree.
that movie called The Faculty?
Yeah.
Where like the teachers were like these alien creatures, and the students need to like figure out what the hell's going on. They need to find out this conspiracy.
Yeah.
And some of them get killed. I mean, we had tons of those movies in the 90s and early 2000s. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Very good.
Scream. All these teenage movies. And now they somehow blended this element with the boys.
The superhero element
thing.
that's rated R. But
Yeah.
they also brought in a very surprising thing for me, which is psychological problems. Because Marie is suicidal.
Yeah.
Emma is what do you call it? Bulimic?
Bulimic.
Yeah, bulimic.
Bulimic.
And Sam is a schizophrenia. And well, I would say this though. I'm not saying they handled the theme well. I'm not saying that, but they sure brought it into the conversation. You know, because I like the fact that Marie, you know, finds these friends that are companions and colleagues so that she can overcome that. And these are real teenage problems that the movies you talked about never dealt with.
Good point.
You know, because this one actually goes a little deeper with a little bit of a little bit darker and a little bit like a little bit funnier. And I like that because Emma is my favorite character in that I don't want her to get hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a very sympathetic character with her mother being this stereotype like network executive mom saying you need to lose weight, you look perfect.
It also, the mother reminded me of the mother of that character in, what's it called, Jessica Jones. You know, like Jessica Jones' best friend.
Yeah.
She also has a mother like her.
No, but she like that character is such a stereotype. It's one of those like crazy mothers that want her daughter to be beautiful. So you have to throw up. But hey, every episode I love because there's always a twist. When Emma got big and pushed down Sam, I laughed out loud. I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
Butt naked.
Yeah, that was amazing.
You know, when she was like stuffing her mouth with the spaghetti, I was like, "Oh no, is that what's gonna happen?" Yeah.
No, but when
The
they showed
Ant-Man
us,
moment.
like this is like, you can tell this show doesn't have great CG budget, but it overcomes that with brilliance. Like the writing is just so crisp and smart, so edgy, and even the Dean being evil is kind of a cliche, but it works because she works for Vought. And then I love the cameo of Vought's CEO. Okay, turn off the line.
Oh, what's her name? Ashley?
Yeah,
Ashley.
She's like the fan favorite.
Yeah,
I love how
like,
she's.
does this have to do with the woods?
Yeah, I love that gangsterism going on there.
And my favorite thing, I think it happened in the first episode, is like the name of all those buildings and the departments. What was it? Like the
the crimson fighting crime.
Oh no, the school of like, it was like for entertainment.
Yeah.
Because remember, she was doing the video chat thing.
Yeah.
School of entertainment
sex
or
streaming?
something. And then what's his name? Lantern. What lantern was it?
Yeah. Green, whatever lanterns, like School of Fighting. We know they're all piece of shits. So that was funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
They should have like a Soldier Boys, whatever, right?
And I mean, the names of departments were hilarious because we saw what happened in The Boys and what they actually represent.
Yeah, but we also get a lot of Easter eggs from the original show too, though, because the boys, the Homelander killing innocent protesters in the news, and then we get a lot of like snippets of what's to expect from season 4 of Boys. Hey, what do you think? Do you think like a Boys character will make an appearance here?
Of course, I think it's very
high.
It's
bound to happen.
I think it's bound to happen. We will see one of the characters show up here. I'm even thinking that what's his name? Carl Urban could make a cameo appearance in here.
Hey, I have a question. What do you think the Woods actually do? Because in episode 5, we finally get that they're trying to make a virus. What do you think that is? I think it could be talking about a recent pandemic, but what is this virus supposed to do, I wonder?
I'm guessing maybe in case these heroes get out of control, maybe it's designed to like take away their powers or kill them or something. I don't know.
You think so?
Yeah, just my guess.
But that gay doctor being interested in Marie was interesting because I think that has something to do with her blood. And the dean also said she has a benefactor, so I wonder who the superhero is that's actually like having her back. Or think, or it could not be a superhero. It could be like what's that senator, that woman? Like they're like powerful figures within Vought.
Like Nadia?
Yeah. And her like father / whatever. Yeah. So that was also interesting.
It's keeping us intrigued in what's going on in the background. At the same time, they're showing all these like insecurities of the teenage life, and also these superhero moments in different perspectives.
And the Kate becoming villain was really sad to me because this show, up to episode 5, have done such a great job of me caring about these characters. And I think part of it is because they're kids. That I don't want to see them get hurt.
Yeah.
But I have this bad feeling.
I just had this hunch that Kate might have something to do with it because they just kept blacking out. And I don't think it was just going to be about Rufus. I was kind of suspecting Kate because they just like skipped a few days and everything. So, I mean, she has that power. But like you said, I also sympathize with these characters. And I think what's different from The Boys is that you can really tell that although they all have their like own problems and their own sets of values, they're all very empathetic. Especially like characters like Andre and Marie and Jordan. They at least, unlike what we see from The Boys, they still have that kind of like a moral compass. Like what's innocent. Good, what's fucked up, what's not. And like you said, they're innocent and they don't really think about the repercussions of what it means to stand up for something that's right.
I do think that like the latter 3 episodes of the show will bring in the parents more. Because I don't think they introduced that for no reason.
Yeah.
Especially Magneto's father, Andre's father. I think he's gonna. Well, he is Magneto, man.
And what's brilliant about this show is in all seriousness, you just have these like scenes that make you laugh out loud. You know when he was like finding that evidence that Luke left.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, it was hidden inside like the penile, the crotch area of his father.
Yeah. And
using his power to open that part up. That was just so funny because. And it wasn't meant to be funny in the show.
Yeah, you could argue this is the most evil show ever because it's doing exactly what it's making fun of, like superheroes and companies, capitalism, Disney. Yet, please, you, Wonjin and Joe, watch the show and praise it and give Amazon money so that Bezos can go to space. Like if you think about it, it's such a smart and self-aware show like that. And I'm so glad they did Gen V because I do think Boys Season 4 needs to be really good, though. I feel like... What do you think? Like, let's talk about The Boys for a little bit. I thought Boys Season 3 was good, but I felt like maybe season 2 was the best so far for me. You know, I did like how they keep escalating and making the stakes higher.
Yeah.
And I do think if you're gonna keep doing that, you need some time to come up with brilliant writing. And I thought Gen V delivered such a great break because in terms of innovative ideas, like this show is great. I don't think it reaches like season 3 level though of The Boys, because it just moved to a fresh place and it worked, and I like that about it. But yeah, I mean, hey, if you like rated R disgusting, if you love Deadpool, if you loved Logan, if you like a little bit of violence mixed with comedy, please watch Gen V. And this is like, if you love every Eminem album that he did with D12, you gotta watch this. It's like I never thought I would. I gotta be honest. I thought I would never live a day where literal like Eminem and D12 like lyrics are in the screen. Like, I'm not into Eminem, but I love it when you beat me. Yeah. Like we got dicks exploding. We got hey, episode 5. I love how the schizo like Sam just imagines them as dolls and rip them apart.
Yeah, with like puppets.
Yeah. And
we're unclear whether this is happening in his head or not. Yeah. But as we hear the dialogues of the puppets, we kind of get this like hunch that this is actually happening. What did he say? It's like, I'm a single father and I have 2 daughters. Yeah, and he just rips them apart. Yeah.
I mean, The Boys and Gen V is definitely like scratching us where we itch about like crossing that line. You know why we like I fucking hate it when Marvel heroes like, I'm for justice and everything, right? It was cool the first time. And the second time I'm like, how many times are you gonna fight for justice, right? And this one just say, like, fuck that. This is all human, also human. And dirty and transgressive.
I think out of all Marvel characters, the only one who can say that and still get away is Captain America. Because we know that that's what he represents. But the other heroes, I'm not really exactly sure like why they would stand up for justice.
Hey, but that's our hot take on
Gen V.
Yeah, because I don't think we should give a number grade yet, because
we still have 3 more episodes to go.
I don't know why, because we can usually give a number grade, but I feel like the structure is like, it's so fast, it's so woven together well. I feel like we should grade the whole series. This one, I did love the Tech Knight's little bonus scene where he fucks everything and he can find. Yeah.
And I also love like they gave us a foreshadow of him like observing that bagel.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the hell was going on. I was thinking like maybe he observed like it was toxic or there was poison in it, but it was
that caught me off guard
different.
Completely.
Yeah.
And this show also goes to show like how The Boys already did this so well with Homelander. You know, it's not the physical power; it's the mental. Like, it's the mental that breaks you. You know, because Homelander is like psychologically like
he's troubled.
He's a child who has mother milk issues, and here it's repeated again. Like, because that Dean she's a Machiavellian politician. She's not a superhero, and like,
but we still don't know that yet. We assume that she's a human, just like we did with the senator in the Boys. Right. We still have no idea.
I do agree with that, because like the Boys did it so well where they just pull us under the rug and it turns out they're superheroes. So you're right. She could be hiding some superpower. But anyway, going forward, we want to know what exactly the woods is for, because Boys season 3 had that with the light lamp or whatever the fuck. And here we heard the word virus. So we really want to know how this plot fits in with the larger Boys universe, and I think they're gonna surprise us.
Yeah,
I think I think they might do a Gen V like season 2, because I feel like this show wasn't made lightly. Because I already fell in love with these characters, and I would love them to come back, especially Marie and Jordan. Like, because I just find that them, like, even the power is so smart. Like, I just assume when they are in female form, they can do like super projection. Yeah. And when they're in male form, they're invincible. So that's like an interesting take on superhero
And I was observing it as well, and I noticed that whenever she needs to dodge punches, she turns female. I think she's more agile as a female character.
But as the male, I think he's just stronger and invincible.
Yeah.
But I thought it was brilliant in the first episode, but I did think like episode 5, like, do you really need to swap back when you're female, you're vulnerable? Why? Because if it was me, I would just stay as a guy forever because I have no chance of dying, right? But it did make me ask, like, if Homelander comes here, would he be able to rip you apart? You know. But anyway, if you like ultra-violence and black comedy, tune into Gen V. It's amazing. So.
And if you've seen The Boys and you liked it, then definitely you should totally watch this. I mean, if you liked The Boys, you probably would have seen it already. Yeah.
Dark, gritty, bad CGI made up with like smart writing. That's what the show is. Hey, thank you so much, Zenzi, again for tuning in. Big shout out to Zenzi. Check out Zach Milanese does movie channel. We'll be back again
for
in
Loki.
5 minutes to talk about Loki, season 2, episode 1 and 2. Thank you so much. This has been Joji Movie So Awesome. I was Joe.
I was One Jin.
We'll see you in 5 minutes. Bye bye bye.
See you soon.
Oh, Zenzi's so sweet.
Bye bye. Waving hands.
Love the emoticons.